Dope Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, the Miracle Man, good to see the Miracle Man handling his business. Unanimous decision versus Luis Arias. Right? The Miracle Man, that's Danny Jacobs, 160-pound, highly touted contender, a respected contender. His last match against Gennady Golovkin, most people would know that that was the fight where it was arguably he won against Gennady Golovkin, but he had a definitely competitive fight against Golovkin. And so the man's only lost twice now. That fight against Golovkin and Pirogue when he was knocked out. So this guy's back in the mix. He fights Luis Arias and dominates him over 12 rounds, winning pretty much every round. And Luis Arias was coming to fight. This is an undefeated guy. So his fight after Golovkin, Danny Jacobs' fight after Golovkin, he goes against an undefeated, hungry guy who basically was telling him, I don't believe that you should be running around here talking about you beat Golovkin or he did knock you out or whatever. You're supposed to get props for that. So, that got under Danny Jacobs' skin because I know Danny Jacobs in his heart believes Golovkin actually got away with one. So, he goes in there and, and basically walks this guy down. He wasn't running what you call running anyway, but boxing or outboxing. No, I'm walking you down. I'm trying to take the fight to you. So it's an impressive performance, but the performance in itself is just important for the reasons that what's going to happen in the future now, is when you stay relevant and make those kind of fights where you're dominant, then you're obviously one of the best 160 pounders. And this is what's important because when he's still in the mix, that means the Canelos and the Golovkins of the world have to notice him. Take notice for this guy, right? This fight against Gennady Golovkin, I was surprised at Gennady Golovkin fans for not wanting the rematch. Because normally you're a fan of somebody who's really, really supposed to be a good fighter, and we know all the superlatives that follow Gennady Golovkin around. And so when you get a guy who fights him where you know this was a close fight, even if you're a fan of Golovkin, Jacob fans think he won, then you really don't want that as a Golovkin fan. You want him to rematch this guy, get him out of the way. And I just seen the total opposite. Basically, everybody no one even wants that fight. Luckily, that Canelo was there, so that Canelo fight could happen. That's why I've told you guys in other videos, Canelo versus your boy Gennady Golovkin is going to happen because there is nowhere to go. And it's good that Danny Jacobs wins against an undefeated guy to keep knocking on the door and don't go away. Stay right there so the guys have to acknowledge you. Now, everyone seems to be, including Danny Jacobs, waiting on the David Lemieux versus your boy here from England, Billy Joe Saunders. Right? He got the WBO title, so he's relevant. So they're waiting for that. It seems like everybody's going to be running to get the winner of that race. or I'm about to say the winner of that race, the winner of that bout. Everybody seems to be wanting to get that one. You got some other dudes over here, Jamal Charlo, for example. You could take, but I don't think that's going to happen. So Danny Jacobs says after the fight, he's going over there to see if he can call out the winner of that fight. Because, with a WBO belt, that will probably help him to get this fight with Golovkin. And that's the one he wants. But like I said before in another video, guys, is this. Billy Joe Saunders had the opportunity to fight Danny Jacobs on the undercard on the same night, same date as Canelo against Golovkin. And he chose to fight Woody Monroe. So we know what time it is there. Because that was an opportunity. And I tell you guys a lot of times, watch the actions of these fighters. If you're for Billy Joe Saunders, you're like, whoa, I can get my man, Danny Jacobs. Yes, because look, if I beat him worse than Gennady Golovkin, look what's going to happen. Everybody going to know what time it is. But sometimes fighters do different things. They do different things. So he didn't want that action right there. Who knows why or what. I'm just saying, I don't think Danny Jacobs is going to get the winner of David Lemieux versus Billy Joe Saunders. And I don't really think Gennady Golovkin, who has stated, and I'm going to say it again, After that fight with Daniel Jacobs, we're not readdressing that fight to 5 or 6 fights down the line. Now, at a 35-year-old boxer that says that means basically I'm not trying to fight you. I keep saying it, I know, but it's for people to hear to make sure that they realize what's up. So that way, you guys can get behind Daniel Jacobs or the movement to get him back with fighting the guys that he should be fighting, because he proved again he's one of the elite middleweights. That's about 4 or 5, let's say 4 of them that I would say are elite middleweights. I'm not going to say elite fighters, we don't give that up too quick, but I'm just saying the top of the line in the middleweights, Daniel Jacobs is definitely one of them, and you would have to put him in the top 3 for sure. And so some of these fighters are going to have to get with this guy, and that's what is significant about him beating Luis Arias. And in a way he did. Total domination. An undefeated, hungry fighter. That's very important. So kudos to the Miracle Man. Keep on doing your miracles so that somebody got to listen. We listening over here. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.